bunch of girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So what are we doing over here?
We're here at the VOA to help feed some of the kids that are sheltered up in here.
Yeah.
Solo knows more about this place because he's volunteered here before.
Oh yeah, this is the VOA Youth Center. A lot of these kids here are unhoused, unsheltered, and so we partnered up with JJ. He's been doing this for years. So
JJ, the police
we're
that
just-
you brought
we're just
us that
helping her
one
out.
time over when we was at
trying to
my-
volunteer back in our
I
community,
went to
big
Walmart,
doggy.
I was just
Yeah.
telling Solo,
Yeah.
they were down to 75 cents.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't exempted.
No,
But
yeah.
Still.
I was telling Solo, I ended up buying 30. I was with my kids, so I bought 30.
Yeah.
My cart was full.
So let me get in there first so I
might
don't
just go
record the
back there
kids.
today.
Let me just walk backwards so that I don't get the kids.
That's freaking nice.
Man, we're getting you guys exposure, man, so this thing can go nationwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea. What's this pack here?
Especially when.
You come here every now and then, like in the summer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you just gotta point us in the right direction.
Yeah.
Sis, and let us know what we need to do.
What's up? Just got a text this morning. I'm on my way to Volunteer of America. The homies from Day One just hit me up about going down there, and I think they got something going on with feeding the kids and stuff out here in Utah. You know, for me, I'm just on call. You know, the homies, they do what they do. They put these things together and they give me a call and I come aid and assist. You know, like, scratch it, scratch it. Hey, what's up? Welcome to, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Beyond the Wall. I got a call this morning from the homie. They're going down to Volunteer of America to go feed the youth. You know, I've never been down there and I've never done anything like this before. But just coming home, I don't know, I really feel like I have not even a desire, but just like a need, like almost like I don't have a choice in some of the things that are happening out here, as far as like, you know, feeling like I have to do my part, man. And you know, the homies, they put these things together and they just give me a call and tell me to show up or ask me to show up, and I show up. I aid and assist. You know, I'm on call. Anytime these guys need me to help them out with anything, I'm more than happy to, because I really believe in the things that they're doing. You know, like I've always said, you know, just watching these guys move, the homies from Day One Utah, inspires me. Because, you know, they take the time out of their day, full-time job. They're not getting paid for none of this stuff. Find time out of their schedule to lend a hand. And, you know, our mentality is like, there's no specific group that we're trying to target. We live here in Utah, this community, and we want to help and do our part for everybody and anybody. You know, for me, you know, I didn't grow up rich. You know, I'm a refugee from Cambodia. So when I got here, we were relying and dependent on the community, whether it was the church or other people or whatever, to lend us a hand and help us get on our feet. You know, growing up here, as I got older or whatever, I forgot about that. I forgot about that aspect of our community. People lending a hand, lifting each other up. And, you know, I made some bad decisions in my life. But coming from that, again, I thank God that I'm able to come back from my experience. But coming from that, you know, I want to do something. I want to be a part of the community in a positive way. And the homies from Day One Utah is allowing me to do that by inviting me to participate in these different things that they're doing. And I'm grateful for that. So we're gonna go down here. I mean, I don't know what to expect. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before. Everything that I'm doing now is all brand new. But I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. And I see the I don't know if we're gonna affect them where it gets to the point where they pivot their life or make their lives better. But I know at the very least for today, they're gonna get a meal. And who knows what that can do for somebody. Just to be able to get a meal. I know I haven't been able to upload the things I wanted to upload as frequently as I used to. And I know you guys say don't stop apologizing or whatever, but I just feel like I'm just so inadequate with all this tech stuff, and then when I go try to do something, it doesn't come out right, so I can't use the footage. But also, now I'm holding down a full-time job. I work the graveyard shift, so I don't get home till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you try to sleep, but my phone's blowing up because I'm just getting pulled in every direction. But I'm not complaining at all. Like, I love it. But it's just sometimes I get wore down and I can't, I'm not able to rest up and be at the full capacity to do some of the things that I want to do. But yesterday, I was trying to sleep. I got home about 8 o'clock in the morning. And, I'm trying to sleep, but my phone rings. And it's one of the homies from the penitentiary. My buddy Stutter Sam. I think I did a video on him. He's the one that knocked out the GD dude over there in Atwater when we got on the ride with the GD. He's Chinese. He had a casino robbery. He went up to Montana, him and his brother, and tried to rob a casino. So he's been down almost 2 decades now, He called me back a few months ago. He was in Florence, but right now he's in Pollock USP, and Pollock USP is jumping. Like, shit's going down out there right now, right? So, he started asking me about what I'm doing out here, this and that, and I almost started to complain about how hard everything is, how the economy is just grinding away and this and that. But I stopped myself because the person I'm talking to is still locked up in a cell. So when I started to about to complain, I caught myself and I was like, man, I love it, man. I'm just out here grinding away, just doing what I do. And he's like, man, what are you doing out there? You going, he asked me if I wanted to go if I went skydiving, because I had told him that I wanted to go skydive, back in the day, something like that. And he was like, but I told him, shit, after being locked up, for as long as I have, I'm not really trying to come out here and do anything that's high risk to my health and well-being, right? So he started laughing. I was like, man, I'm just grinding away, just working. He's like, man, you need to get out there and do things. Try different food, do this and do that. Nothing extravagant, nothing that's beyond my financial means or anything. But the point of him saying that was just, he was just like, you gotta live for us. we stuck in this box, and ain't no telling when we're gonna come home. So he was just like, man, just go out there, try new food, try different experiences. Don't be afraid of nothing. Just live, man. Live for us. We love hearing that you're doing stuff out there. And that shit kind of screwed me up a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I just like, sometimes when life gets busy, you forget that. You forget that, there's other people that's rooting for you, that want you to succeed. So, for you those out there, man, whatever it is you're trying to do, it's gonna get tough sometimes. But at those times, when you feel like just giving up, or not waking up, or not, stepping out the door, man, remember, man, there's people rooting for you. And these people, they care about you. They want to see you succeed. So just get your ass up and grind away. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm trying to find a building. It's Volunteers of America. They say it was on 400 West and 800 something South. I see a building that looks like it, but I'm not sure. Let me ask somebody. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, do you know where Volunteer of America is? People think I'm a creep. Hey, excuse me. Hey, is this building Volunteer of America? What is this building? Volunteer of America? Okay, thank you. I found it. The first person I asked was some lady. She probably thought I was trying to freaking hit on her or something. But we're here at Volunteer of America. I think I'm the first one here. We're supposed to meet at 12. Right now is 11:36 on a Sunday morning. Most everybody out here is at church. But for me, I feel this is my church right here. Doing something like this. So, well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the homie and see what happens, man. Get back at you guys. We're over here at Volunteer of America. I'm here with the Day One crew. They are in the back fixing some things up. I should probably go over there and help them out. But we're here to, I guess, put a meal together for these kids. A lot of these kids here that they're unhoused, been in foster care and all that stuff. I don't know all the details that goes on with how they end up here, and I'm not, trying to just make up stuff. But what's her name again? What's her name? Yeah. JJ.
Yeah.
You work with this, or are you part of another different nonprofit that you come and volunteer?
Just a group of myself and friends.
Yeah.
Come once a month. And,
Okay.
So
So this is all the kids are under 18 here.
I think they take up to 21.
21.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But most of the kids this is they're not sheltered, right? Most of the kids.
Or they're waiting to get into like different programs.
Yeah. So is this volunteer, or the court sent them over here? Like, I never even been here. I didn't even know
This is where-
thing existed.
Well, this is where I got interviewed to be a mentor here upstairs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But they have other VOAs, right?
Yeah, they have men's and then they have a women and children's. Yeah.
And so what is this one? This is like a
This
co-ed?
is
For the youth.
This is youth.
Yeah.
I think it's 13 or 14 to 21.
Yeah. And a lot of these kids are like JJ said, they're looking to get into a program, or they're living on the streets.
Or they'll like put them up in a. They must have apartments or something.
And one of the kids that I mentored came from this program. Now he's living with his grandpa.
A lot of them. Well, I don't want to say a lot of them, but I mean, several of them have come through like they'll come early for food because they're going to work and
Yes.
things like that. So yeah,
But how did these kids end up over here?
I don't ask a ton of questions.
Yeah.
You know, just here.
Well, I mean, like usually typical guy, are they like getting in trouble and the court sent them here, or are they volunteering themselves here?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of drug use.
Yeah.
Because you can tell when they come through. You know, who's under the influence.
I mean, is this a place for like kids that are going through some hard times can come in and like kind of like commit themselves here, or like?
Yeah,
or-
that's what I think.
That's, yeah, that's what I'm
and there's
asking.
rules. Obviously, you're not supposed to be on drugs here. If you're caught, you're supposed to. But
Yeah, I've heard about this. First time I heard about this was on a text this morning. You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean just far as the organization itself.
They're everywhere too. They're all across
Yeah.
the United States. Be it bunches of yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it's starting to show up on my timeline now.
oh yeah, yeah. And then like when we come, we kind of see like they'll put what their
Okay.
urgent needs are. So.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
And then, yeah, they'll usually have the month as far as what meals need to be filled. and
Bring them right here.
We might have a lot of
We
these
might
now.
have a lot of that. For the youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
What started you out doing this stuff?
I had friends that were doing it, and I just started volunteering with them, and then several of them kind of, you know, life got crazy or whatever, and then it's just boiled down to like 3 of us that come once a month, and it's time to spend with girlfriends, and it's fun. We have fun when we do it, so yeah.
Well, how long have you been doing this?
About, I think it's 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we try to come once a month. Sometimes we'll get in twice a month if they need it.
That'd be good. Maybe we ought to sit down and talk about it. JJ, man, she comes in once a month. Man. Maybe we can try to get on one of the schedules. Just to start off once a month, huh?
Yeah, we can have like a little potluck, like
Once
just
a month, and
get
then
a few people together.
Yeah.
And
they'll reach out every now and then and say, "Hey, we don't have anybody for breakfast on Sunday. Are you available?" And I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, if you're not available, that's fine. But
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, I got friends that they cook, and I'm sure they would have a problem bringing
well,
out
that's the other
place.
thing. I try to make something too that, because you know they probably did a craft meal, spaghetti, you know, or whatever. So I try, like when they had those roasts, I was like, let's do that, you know.
Yeah.
We did not this past year, but the year before that, we did Thanksgiving. That was fun. So where we did the turkey, the ham, we did it all. And for that, I just went to social media and asked for a donation
Wow.
to cover that, because that was an expensive meal, obviously.
Yeah.
And how was the response?
Yeah, I got it covered. Yeah. I didn't have to come out of pocket. So.
Yeah, now one thing I'm learning is like there's a lot of people in our community that's willing to help. They
Just not aware of
Yeah,
a lot of
just
that.
not-
Well, that's just like, you know, I was like, even if it's, you know, $5 if they want to donate. Because a lot of people may not have the time, but they do have the money.
Yeah.
So, or vice versa. So,
Yeah.
So that's the reason I'm trying to document these guys what they're doing, because everything they've been doing is just out of their pocket, and it's just through the resources,
Yeah.
the relationships that they have. But like you know, like I said, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of good people out there in that community
There is.
that wants to help. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, you know, your pocket is going to get bigger, where you're not going to be able to afford
Yeah.
to do the things you want. There's going to be more people that needs your help that you're going to be able to reach out to, but you're not going to be able to do that all by yourself. So
Yeah.
let's get some exposure,
Yeah.
get people hip to what you're doing,
Yeah.
so they can see that you guys are out here really doing it. You know what I mean?
And this is a good way to connect with those ones that do want to.
build,
just
build
not aware
rapport
of
and
it.
relationships.
well, so many people don't even know that this place is real.
No, I didn't know it.
That's what- yeah.
I was like, babe, where we going?
And there's probably a couple of JJs at home sitting like, wait a minute, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know a lot of the women like to go to the women and children's shelter, which, I mean, I understand that, but I recognize that, so
Yeah.
it's in their
wife looked at me crazy. I already told you the name. I was like, what is it called again? I just really. I was like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. You know, because you know we never ran around in spaces like this.
Yeah,
You know, we were really clueless to really the needs of
I don't know if this
people in our
was.
community.
I don't think this was around when we was running. Maybe, but we was unaware
I'm
of
not
this.
sure how long.
Yeah, I know Volunteers of America's been around. I just don't know
Right.
about,
I know the staff turnover is ridiculous.
Oh wow.
ridiculous. I guess.
Ridiculous.
Because it takes a certain kind of person.
Well, that, yeah. They're kids, you know, they act
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you're talking about
And I'm
kids
sure
that-
they're not getting paid
No, not a lot.
glamorously, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
So how
You
long?
have to-
What's the average like stay like with these kids come here?
Sometimes, like, he just aged out probably last year, but
Oh,
like,
you
he
can't-
was here,
like
he
age
was
limit?
here
Yeah.
like at least 3 years.
Wow.
Like first name basis, you know, inside jokes. We had, you know, anytime I came, he'd be like Minnesota. I'm like,
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah, you get to know some of these kids.
yeah.
Yeah, so this way, there's nothing to use compared to Minnesota.
Oh, no.
Minnesota gets it bad.
It's right now the wind chill's like 40 below.
So I mean, where do these kids need to evolve from here? Like,
I know they have a program that they have to.
They have a
adhere
mentorship
by.
program, like the one, they call it the A&P program. A mentor program, or
Okay.
something like that. And a lot of them go through that, so some of these kids may have one mentor and they spend like once a month with them. They go,
Okay.
you know, they have activities, and these guys take them to those activities. So,
I mean, are they like getting any like job training so when they do leave here, they're able to
Well,
work
that I
That's
don't
a
themselves?
good question.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a great
sure.
question.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super well versed on the actual program itself. So
yeah, and I don't know if, you know,
I s-
because I know we've given them free haircuts here as well. We park outside.
oh, okay.
We had a mobile barbershop.
I know they've had several times like food trucks come
Yep.
and do the
Yep.
like food service
Yeah.
with the meal.
Yeah, me, I'm always like, when I come to spaces like this, my mind always goes to, well, how can we help them sustain themselves?
Yeah.
You know, it's great that we provide a place for this, but what are we doing here
To
outside of
sustain.
just housing them? Are we helping them, you know,
Yeah.
be productive? Are we helping them get some skills so that they can eventually, because they don't want to be here.
I'm pretty
dependent on-
sure
I
they
think they,
have.
yeah, I think they do,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of it is by choice. But like JJ said, some of these kids are like so into their addiction or mental issues. That,
Yeah. Or just plain hard-headed. You know
Yeah.
how you were when you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll fight because someone called them. You know, like.
I mean,
I've been called way worse than that. Like.
I understand exactly where they're
Yeah,
coming from.
you're like,
exactly.
15,
Yeah,
you're triggered.
yeah.
I mean, even,
And I've
even,
seen like
even
three
now.
best friends,
Yeah, so,
For the most part, those pretty chill though.
Usually, yeah. I would, like I said, about every maybe fourth or fifth time.
Yeah.
You know, I notice it when it gets like super hot out. Everyone's
Oh
like
yeah, everyone's kind of
on
edge.
edge. Yep. So summer tends to be a little more wild.
so they have bedrooms that they
No, they
live in,
have cots.
or they just,
If you see in here, you see the bed.
Yeah.
okay, so.
And then they'll put cots, they'll line cots out here too. Or not cots, little like they are on the floor with mats and
So it's like a county jail.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I get PTSD when I see stuff like that. Like,
I know.
oh, man.
I know.
And I feel for them, you know, it's just like,
know.
I've been there.
I mean, they are free to come and go
Yeah.
as they please from what I understand. If you're not here, like, by the time you're supposed to be at night, you know,
Doors
then-
locked. Just
yeah.
like, and then like in the summer sometimes, they'll have tents out here across the street. And it'll be half of them as these kids. They
Yeah.
just don't want to be in the facility.
Yeah.
But then they'll,
Because there's rules.
yeah, but then they will come in to get a
To
meal.
eat,
You
yep.
know what I mean?
But where are their families at?
A lot of them don't have families, and a lot of them just leave.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never like sat down and asked any personal stories or anything. I'm sure it's hard enough to be here as it is to
Right.
have to explain to me who's obviously not struggling. And it's really none of my business.
Some of them were real receptive though. When I've come here before and I were able to talk to them, some of them will say, "Hey, where's your family at?" "Oh, I don't have it," or "Fuck my family."
When my oldest was, not making the greatest decisions, I brought her here too, and I was like, dude, like you're a few bad decisions from,
Right.
and just from that experience, I know, some of them have probably just pushed the limit too,
So my two little ones, just because they helped out in a bunch of other stuff they've done, I told them where I was going. That they didn't want to go to church today. They wanted to come in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, this
So-
is church. This is church right here.
Women, I don't know how old they are, but women and children, you can volunteer at any age.
Oh,
Here, you have to be 16.
that's that's good to know.
Yeah. And the men, I'm not sure. We've never really ventured over there. That's a little bit of a different environment from what I've been told.
Seems backwards. Huh?
I think probably because things can pop off here sometimes.
Yeah.
With the young ones here. We're over in the women's shelter. It's not as big of an issue.
Right.
There's a lot of these kids that come here have mental issues.
Yeah. That's probably lack of family, addiction.
Yep. Those are the
Mental-
main ones.
mental.
Yeah. And some of them, I'm not convinced that it's just not hard-headedness.
Yeah.
They'll just
Oh, yeah.
work through it. And,
Yeah. That's true.
He's got something.
oh, you can definitely, some of them are really sitting down and talking to nobody. And then one gal, this was years ago, where it was like, oh, for my friend. And then she took the extra plate and sat it right next to her. At least,
I don't know. I don't want
At least
to
we
disregard
did
some
it.
of those things, man. I've talked to few things before too, man. Nobody else saw them, but I saw them. I might have been a little bit under the influence, but
it's it's funny. Like I was
Imaginary
telling
friend.
most of them are super gracious and everything, and then every now and then you get one.
yeah, we want to record the kids,
Honestly,
so
there's
just
not the
showing us what we're doing. We don't want to show the faces of the kids. A lot of them are underage. Movies over here. We're here at Volunteer of America. We're about to serve lunch to these guys, and just trying to get back some way somehow.
No fruit.
No fruit.
And then you got some sodas here, bro. That's a Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Squirt, and Pepsi. Your choice.
Of course, bro.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome, man.
You want to have me a fork too?
Oh, me? Man, I think I'm gonna go drink some tea.
Going to spirit world.
That's what's up.
Nah, man. You guys want to say something a little bit about what we did right here today?
Ooh, lunch is served.
Yeah.
Day one, we did
Yeah.
that. Appreciate you,
Rest
Mesa.
in the day one.
Yes, sir. Another collab.
Yeah, JJ, I don't know if you remember, but she actually the one that came and donated when we did the Mike Master. She
Yeah.
came and
Yeah.
brought all those little rolled up blankets.
Yeah.
So that's how I met her there. She don't remember me because there was a lot of people at that time. But Solo told me on Friday about this. I said, yeah, say less.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, just seeing them kids. Me growing up though, I just never knew about none of this stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if it was even around when I was growing up. But this is at least sheltering them during the winter. So.
Yeah, you guys
So
see the
shout out
snow
to-
out here.
Yeah.
There's snow, look around.
Yeah, man.
cool
Shout out
out
to VOA for everything they're
Yeah.
doing, man, and allowing us to come in their space and help the kids out.
Yeah, and then look up JJ
Carey.
Carey
JJ Carey.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, she does this. She comes out and does this. She mentioned once a month with her girlfriends, but she also donates a lot too. So
So
check
you
her
guys,
out.
on a day one Utah, do you guys post every day? What do you guys do?
Man,
How
We
many
haven't
followers?
been lately, but
Yeah.
We haven't lately, just because when it's me and him, it's hard to
Yeah.
record. So we just kind of go about our day doing stuff, and
But I am going to tap in with your YouTube channel and get some,
And get
some-
it-
and splice it up and
Yeah, hell yeah.
post it on ours.
That's what I was gonna tell you, but I don't know how to send it to you. So if
No,
I
I can
load
just,
it up,
we can just look it up.
Okay,
We can just
yeah,
look it up.
yeah.
So there's a way that we can do it, catch little snippets. So.
yeah. But tell them how to get a hold of you. I mean, how to look up what you guys shit. How to
Yeah,
follow.
you can follow us on Facebook, Day One Utah, and also on Instagram, Day One Utah.
Yep.
You can find us on there, and we haven't posted in the past, I want to say up to 2 weeks. We still out there doing community work, but
Yeah.
it's hard when it's just us two at the time to get content on us of what we're doing. But other than that, we're out there still. But we're gonna start posting here real soon.
Yeah, we're actually doing something this coming Saturday with Jakey and Coco. It's called In the Streets with Jakey. We're gonna be at Pioneer Park at 3:30 p.m. Kind of doing what we did last time, just getting in with the community and handing out coats and donations. So, but I'll post that as well soon. So
Yeah, you know, my purpose for doing all this stuff is just to give you guys your flowers. You know what I mean? Recognition about what you guys been doing out here.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know what you guys are doing, because like we said, we got people out there that want to help. But they don't know what's going on.
Right.
So they want to help. Like, you know, link up with these dudes. You guys got nonprofits and stuff. And we're not really trying to contain it here just in Utah, but this is where we grew up. This is where we're trying to give back.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're open to like collaborating with anybody that's really trying to help their community no matter where they're at. You know?
They gotta be real about it.
Yeah.
No fake ones.
That's our only
You know,
standard, man.
yeah.
You got to be up to par.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get into the politics.
Right.
We don't get into all the goofy stuff. It's just if you're trying to help somebody, helping some community, we there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I mentioned this before, don't be the guy that's in the room talking about what you can do for the community. Be out there and do it. You know, sit there for weeks and weeks still talking about a plan. Like, get out there. You know, you see us out there. Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about. Tap in with us, man. And like Mesa mentioned, we'll collab with anybody. You just got to be real about what you're doing.
Come out and get your feet wet, man.
Yep.
sir.